friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back, going in on News Brief. We'll try to keep it brief. Larson, what's in the news?
What?
What's in the news?
What's in the news? In the news, things are getting a little chippy between All Elite Wrestling and WWE. Kenny Omega did an interview with Sportskeeda, and the cleaner didn't mince any words when talking about going head-to-head with NXT on Wednesday nights. Please, Steve.
First, did you actually watch the video?
I read the transcripts.
It looks like they're in a Giordano's or something. They're in some sort of place. But he said this. You can call it a war if you want.
No, please.
No, I'm not going to do his voice. This is a long quote.
All right, fine.
He says, it's like, to me, we're in a completely different kind of business. I mean, what they're doing is different from what we're doing. It's weird because it's hard to say you're going to war with people that I call my friends, and yet we are going to war. And yet, when I sit back and look at the grand picture, I'm going to war with these dudes that, if we were on the same show together, the same promotion, let's pretend there were no borders. Let's pretend there were no promotions. Let's pretend there's just one big promotion. I'm sure Vince McMahon would really want that.
Yeah, no.
If these guys were in the same show as me, they'd be in the dark match. They'd be in the opening match of my main event match. You want to call that a war? You want to call that competition? Go ahead. Maybe it's fun for you too. That's cool, but we're different planets. And you're going to see that right away when you see 10,000 plus arenas sold out. You're going to see smiles on fans' faces. You're going to see real stars, not developmental talent, but real stars appearing on your television sets every week.
Kenny Omega sounds like Jack Horner and Boogie Nights. You're going to see real stars, not amateurs. You're saying the future is amateurs, not professionals? That's the line. Sorry.
I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah, so shots fired.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's touting his own company's horn. He's an employee there. He's like EVP, right?
Yeah.
Is he a vice president?
Not just an employee, man. He's one of the bosses.
Well, that's cool, I guess. I mean, it's hard to think of Adam Cole, Bebe, or Roderick Strong, or any of the other Undisputed Era.
Or Matt Riddle.
As developmental guys, but come on, he's defending his company.
Yeah,
good for him.
He's trying to generate some interest in AEW's product.
Yeah,
this is of course coming. I don't know when this was recorded. This interview, I'm sure, it was well before NXT's premiere, but Sportskeeda released it yesterday, I think, in anticipation of NXT on USA's premiere. I'm sure at least the release of it was timed for that, just to get some more buzz going over these Wednesday night wars soon to happen. Speaking of WWE NXT talent, Dominic Dijakovic.
He's at the front lines of this war,
Apparently,
man.
he's trying to insert himself there, if nothing else.
They said, hey, what should our response be? Send in Dijakovic. That's what you do. Or is it Dijakovic? Which one is it?
Dijakovic.
Oh, there you go.
Anyways, this way to say, quote, "Hey, Kenny Omega man, remember when my match with Keith Lee embarrassed yours on your PWG homecoming weekend of Bola 2017?
Ooh.
Tune in this Wednesday to NXT TV on USA at 8 p.m. so two developmental guys can show a real star how it's done. Again.
Wow.
Now, we weren't there. We were there at Bola 2017. We saw the Elite take on Lucha Bros and Flamita. That was a hell of a match.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun. We didn't get to watch Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijak as he was known then, if that is his real name.
Yeah.
I heard great things about it, though.
Yeah, it's probably great. So, yeah. It's all a little bit silly, but I love it, man. They're building buzz.
Yeah.
Let them all just talk crap. I mean, you haven't really heard a whole lot from the NXT side of things. You haven't really heard that.
No.
But
and even early on, the AEW guys were like, nah, this isn't a war. We're just going to do our thing. They're going to do their thing.
That was before WWE put NXT on USA, though. That's sort of a big thing.
I know it is a huge thing.
Once that happened, it did feel like
battle lines were drawn.
You
have to choose sides.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation they're in right now. I saw this on Twitter. You do, and it's kind of silly because it doesn't really matter. Not really. But, like, you do kind of risk. It's like, okay, so we're about to talk here about the NXT on USA ratings. They're in. They're pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Almost 1.2 million, 1.179 million, which is a really good number.
Yeah, I think if you take that plus, it seemed like there was a mad rush to hop on the network to catch the second hour, of NXT there. what percentage of that were current members versus any new members who watch out on USA. It's like, oh, dang, I need to watch more of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sign up right now. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see where the second hour places on the weekly ratings in the newsletter. I haven't checked.
Getting back to what Kenny said, though, you do kind of risk if your company is going up against a developmental group in your eyes, you're trying to present it that way. Let's say AEW gets 1.2.
Yeah.
Which I think is totally reasonable.
Yeah. I think that internally it'd probably be a number they'd be really happy with.
Yeah, I think who was it? I think it was what's his name? The Total Engagement, Matt Kuhn, is that his name?
Yeah.
I think he said on Twitter that he has like $100 bet with somebody that they're going to get 1.5 million. He said that's the number he thinks. I think given that AEW, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. But if you're in the ballpark of what NXT is doing, or for God forbid you get less than what NXT is doing, then you're kind of eating your word. Then you can't even perform against developmental crew. You know what I mean?
I know, that's the expectations Kenny has just set for themselves.
You're setting up pretty big expectations. So even if you're in the same ballpark, it's like, okay, well, you're performing in the same ballpark as the developmental guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of, I'll be honest, it was a stroke of genius to get that USA deal. I mean, it really was, because then you're saying we're going to send our B players. And I don't consider NXT people. I think most of them are ready for prime time.
Absolutely.
For sure. But NXT is their developmental brand, or it has been to this point. It's the one that's been on the WWE network, not as many households, obviously, as like USA or TNT. So it's like, hey, we're going to make a bunch of money, A. B, we're going to try to chip away at your base. And then C, we actually might compete with them.
Yep.
It's a stroke of freaking genius,
Yeah, it's
man.
pretty smart.
Wow.
Pretty smart.
Anyways,
Pretty smart.
1.179, almost 1.2 million.
It's a good number to see if it increases at all next week, given that the word of mouth is seemingly pretty good about that first hour on USA.
And then when AEW shows up, boy.
Oh, man. It's going to be
going
parsing
on?
some numbers. Just spent a whole episode of the Friday News Show just parsing them numbers.
Yep.
Get down to the granular level to see who really won the day.
Analytics.
Engagement. The future of athletics.
Synergy and stuff.
It's going to be a paradigm shift.
Be sure to stay tuned. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the new WWE movie.
That's borderline non-news. More importantly, a third hour of AEW might be on the books as well. We'll debate whether or not that's a good move or a really bad move. It's probably a really bad move. Anyways.
Non-news for WWE movie. Get out of here. You see the star-studded cast.
It's like a cartoon, man.
Cartoons could be great. You trying to?
I love cartoons.
Yeah, man.
They have all that talent. You remember that Kane movie? What was that called?
See No Evil.
Why didn't they just run with that kind of stuff? Like even the Dolph one.
I think that was terribly well received, man.
Remember when Dolph was a cop or something?
Yeah, Rusev pulled a gun on him while he was Rusev.
Dude, they should be cranking those out.
They were, and they're doing straight to video. Didn't do anything. The WWE Studios movie department
never really took
hemorrhaging money.
Who wouldn't want to see a Weekend at Bernie's but with Undisputed Era, right? And then I don't know, Johnny Cena or William Regal is they die.
You do have to understand that would just appeal to a very limited audience.
No, I guarantee you, I'd bet $100 that would do huge on Netflix or whatever. Real quick, I wanted to mention something. Man, this weekend marks the 5th anniversary of Going in Raw.
Yeah.
And figures we should probably do something to commemorate it. Yeah, I think we did something to commemorate it, Larson.
We did.
That's
What is it? What is it?
Look at that. It's a 5th anniversary shirt sticker pack featuring artwork from superstar artist Juan Ortiz of the Dead. He's done shirts for the Young Bucks, the Elite, Sami Callihan, all sorts of other pro wrestlers. Quite prolific.
Yes.
Over on Pro Wrestling Tees, you can see a lot of his designs. So we reached out to him and said, hey, man, it's our 5th anniversary. Can we commission you to do a piece of artwork for us? And he did. He's got this great piece right here. It goes on shirts. It's a shirt sticker pack. You get this shirt with the awesome artwork. You get a glow-in-the-dark.
I want one of those.
Going in Raw sticker. It's our very first glow-in-the-dark sticker. Get a hologram Slow Wolf sticker.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
You get another sticker of the Juan Ortiz artwork, but in a different color scheme.
Yes.
It's got pink and shot green. And then you get a double-sided postcard, all right there at friendomarket.com.
That's the place to go.
Be sure to check that out. It's a terrific deal, and it's a commemorative item.
Mm-hmm.
So you can commemorate us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Where's
We do,
us?
yes, there we
There
are.
we are. Be sure to tune into the podcast tomorrow. We got a lot of great stuff coming up there too.
We do.
And this weekend as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.